Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Athens Greece Travel Vlog, Monastiraki Psiri Food Tour. And we skipped the intro, so let's get right into it.
I went at the nighttime to kind of experience both of them. But we're starting off at a place here just off of the city square called I Feel Brunch. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am feeling the brunch.
It looks very nice little area here. Like kind of like a... I feel like kind of like in Tampa when we were like those little kind of like downtown, remember?
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe.
I just got myself this French toast that has kind of like different berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. I don't know what the sauce is made out of, but I think it's those berries as well. And then a
Looks
little
really good
cheese
though.
on top. This thing is absolutely massive. It's like made out of brioche, so we're gonna give this a try real quick. That's messy.
Messy.
But damn, is that good. Oh my god. I am truly feeling the brunch. I am a brunch fan. Call me a brunch fan.
what is this?
Some sort of church or something?
I will say I really, really like Psiri. I mean, Plaka I think is still probably my favorite so far.
Psiri?
Busy? I don't know that.
Oh no, and is that
Psiri?
is that maybe how you say Psiri?
City? I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
Just because it's a little bit more local, but even still, like the way that the streets are in Psiri, all the different restaurants, it's definitely the restaurant and kind of like bar area of Central Athens. And it also there, like I said, there's a lot of art. Like the architecture is very bohemian, so it's kind of like that part of German. There's also like lanes.
Yeah, well, graffiti is a very European thing, though. We see it all over Europe, not just Athens.
Like this, these little back alleys that have all of this artwork on here, which is absolutely fantastic.
Like in the downtown.
Very much the artsy district of the heart of Athens. But yeah, it's really starting to grow on me. Now, of course, when you're in an artsy district, obviously one of the things that's always going to have is, of course, cafes, specifically for coffee. And this one here is kind of like right on the border of Psiri and Monastiraki, and this is called Cafe Agora. This is actually part of a European chain that goes back to, I think, 1870. It is still run by the Agora family. I think they're on their 6th generation now. They were like a local place for the longest time in southern Italy, eventually in Naples after the Second World War. They opened up shop there, and then I think around the 1970s or 80s it kind of took off. But there's only 2 in Athens, and this one is the central one. And I can tell you right now, they make a mean cup of coffee. I had myself some Greek coffee, of course, even though it is an Italian brand of a coffee shop. If you're in Greece, you gotta have some Greek coffee. Just the smell of that, it's dark as all hell. I'm gonna give this a try real quick.
So guys, do you raise coffee beans in Greece? Is that why it's Greek? I don't think I've heard of Greek coffee before. Or why is it called Greek? Or is it because it's served in Greece, that's Greek coffee? I mean, it's anything you buy in Greece, it's Greek, right? So is that why it's Greek coffee?
Oh yeah, that's good. I learned after the last video that I need to actually, if I do Greek coffee, I gotta put a little sugar in it because it's so tart and strong. So, and of course they also give you a little taster here. This is a coffee bean, dark coffee bean in dark chocolate. So we're gonna give that a try. Oh yeah, a mixture of bitter and sweet chocolate. Not necessarily the best, but I've had coffee and beans before. If you followed me in Costa Rica, I did that coffee tour, and I ate the cherry, but didn't eat that particular time. And you got that coffee flavor. It melds very well with the chocolate, but I don't know about that one. That was a little too bitter on the crunch there, but the coffee is very good.
Man, I wish I had 750 donuts like this sign says.
It says $750.
so now we've come down into Monastiraki. We're going to go actually hit up kind of like ancient Greece again and see some like historical ruins that are kind of like on the north side of the Acropolis. This is going to be like the old Agora and things like that, Temple of Hephaestus. But however, the main strip that leads to that is here, and it's called Adrianoe. I think I got that right. It's here on the edge of Monastiraki and ancient Athens, and it's just basically lined with restaurants, cafes, maybe a couple shops here and there. It is probably the best place to sit and get a great view of the Parthenon and the Acropolis. However, of course, these restaurants are going to be a little bit more expensive.
The trees and like the shrubs kind of look a little like Arizona, like right.
Of the Parthenon and the Acropolis.
Yeah, this view, that's kind of like a little like Arizona right here.
However, of course, these restaurants are going to be a little bit more expensive than other places just because of the location. However, it is a really, really nice spot. We'll definitely come back around here at nighttime as well when it's all lit up. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, let's go into the Agora and check out some of ancient Athens. Okay, so we have entered into ancient Agora, and this is basically, for me, a history buff's playground. This is absolutely...
Agora, yeah. We did it.
Fear of spiders.
No, when we did it,
And we
remember?
translated it hills.
Hills. You think it was hills, yeah.
Fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, you have to, if you look
Because I thought
around,
it was
it's just
spiders
ruins
too,
after
but it
ruins
wasn't.
of the old
Yeah.
Agora. And the Agora, of course, was basically like a massive market. People would come here to do business, trade, discuss politics, worship. I mean, there's so much to see here because it is a massive complex. Some of the big things to note, of course, are going to be things like up on the hill behind me, the Temple of Hephaestus, which is a really, really still well-preserved temple up there. Even has its own cat guardians, which is really kind of cute. And then, of course, you have the Stoa, which has actually been redone and made into a museum. So the Stoa is kind of like the only thing that's kind of been rebuilt into as close of a classical style as it was. And basically the way that the Stoa was is, as the Agora was kind of more of the open market, the Stoa is kind of like your, shall we say, outdoor shopping mall to an extent. Because they used to have stores in there as well. But it's such an amazing historical place, and you can just basically, there are some places that are roped off, but you can basically walk almost anywhere within this area. And the admission wasn't all that much. I thought I saw it said 10 euros, but I got in for 5, which is the local ticket. I think also if you're from the EU and you're under 25, I think for like students, it is free admission. You just have to show your passport. So I am not from the EU, and I am 36. So I'm well past that age. But even still, just coming in here for 5 euros, and I could, for myself, literally spend hours in here just soaking it all up. It's just, if you're a big history guy when it comes to ancient Greece, this is really, really cool.
Oh, I am so impressed with sculptures that have those details of like the cloth and how it's like folded, bent and stuff like that.
I wonder how much time it took them to do these sculptures, right? Because they're so detailed. And back then the tools wasn't exactly what we have now, so it must have taken like a really long time for each sculpture. Ooh, was that like Valentine's Day or something?
So now that we've had all our fun doing the history stuff, it's time to get back on the food trail. And I can tell you right now, this little place I found in kind of like a side street, kind of like back square here in Monastiraki, is really, really cute. This is called Kitlamino, I believe is the name of it. But it's a traditional family-run restaurant. The guy even has his own olive farm out in the Peloponnese. So he actually gave me a little side dish of olives to try while we're waiting for our sardines, so we can give that a little taste.
It looks like chocolate to me.
Ooh,
Like candies?
that is a good olive. That's actually fantastic. And they even house make their own bread and stuff, so we'll dip that in with a little bit of the olive oil that they...
I think what we've tried is like the green olives.
No, I've seen
You've
black
tried-
olives
you've tried these?
before.
I don't think I've
At
tried black
Subway,
olives.
At Subway, we have a sandwich place called Subway, and they have black olives.
Oh.
Yes.
I think I only tried green ones, I think. I don't know.
Soak the olives in. Fantastic. I cannot wait for my sardines. Okay, so the sardines have arrived. I haven't had good sardines since my time in Spain, before I started this channel. And I'm super, super excited. These look good.
This look,
It's actually really good sardines.
that's sardine? The only way I know sardines is canned sardines. I've never like even seen a sardine
yeah,
that's
this
not
looks very
canned.
fresh.
And it's big too, because the
Yeah,
canned ones are like
little,
tiny. Yeah.
And they don't fillet it like this. They just show it to you.
Yeah,
like
this is like a big ass sardine. Okay.
And just salt, pepper, a little oregano maybe. I'm gonna try this real quick.
That actually did look really good, like a good dish.
Simple, but meaty. So
Because I think canned sardine is super, super salty.
Well, salt to preserve, yeah, so I guess.
Yeah.
But
this looks like it's like really,
this looked like a
fresh.
raw sardine, yeah. I've never even seen it, yeah.
I love
It's
these
good, not
sardines.
so raw.
No, right, but what I mean is they caught it raw and then that's what they cooked it.
Yeah,
They didn't.
yeah.
It's not like canned. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
Man.
not raw. Oh, shit.
Wow. I'm happy. Okay, so before we leave Kiklamino, they went ahead and got us a small little dessert. I think every meal comes with one.
Yeah.
So
So we
try-
learned in our last reaction with him that you guys in the comments said that the desserts actually, like in the tavernas,
For
they give a
for
free
each
dessert.
meal,
Yeah, like a free little
the way
dessert.
we
You know?
eat. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think it's a dessert per table, not per person, so we'd have to share one.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
we'll
That
get-
makes sense.
We would get into a fight.
Yeah.
And this is called alba. And it's basically semolina flour with like sugar, cinnamon, a couple other spices in there. They top it off with a little powdered sugar
We
in there.
cooked with
We'll try
semolina
that.
flour before.
Ooh. That's good.
Yeah, it's not too popular here, but in Lithuania it's very, very popular. I like it. You didn't like it too much.
Spongy, not too
That
sweet.
one that we made.
That's
Yes, I liked it because I made it.
really
You had to like it
No,
because
I
you
actually
made
liked it. I like it. Tastes good to me. I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know if it was finished cooked because it's still
It was very good.
We haven't
I have
taken
had
we
some
should
in
include the
Serbia
TikTok of
a
it.
month ago. And every
Didn't you
once
do
in a
it?
while,
Yeah.
But bottoms up and cheers. Go. Every time I have it, no matter which type, it goes down strong. It's good. It's actually kind of smooth, but it does go down real strong. This is not something you want to shoot the entire of. Make sure you sip this stuff. This has been a great experience.
Just say that.
New buttermilk
Take a
blush.
sip.
The one is like powdered black fresh butter.
Makes me want to just go thing to say.
I mean, when you drink the whole thing, like you don't really feel it. You just chug it, and that's kind of the whole point, so you don't feel
Monastiraki
it.
is, of course, what is considered the Monastiraki flea market. Basically, it's the modern version of the Agora, where it's basically all these different shops,
okay.
places to just kind of
Because he said back in the day, Agora was like kind of like a marketplace where people would just hang out.
like come peruse. It's mainly all touristic nowadays, but it does eventually lead to Monastiraki Square, which is basically kind of like the central hub here in Monastiraki and downtown in Athens. So, I mean, you can see the Acropolis from here. You've got old Ottoman mosque here. There's just all shops, restaurants. You know, it is all very touristic, but it is kind of the heart and center, and it's also basically where the main station is if you're coming in from anywhere in other parts of Athens. So, anyway, let's continue on into the city center itself. So when I was looking up neighborhoods and districts here in Athens, this area that I'm in literally was just called city center. That's all I could find. And it pretty much is the city center. It's where, you know, you have all of your major stores, brand stores, a lot of restaurants, cafes, bars,
Mexican.
a lot of international stuff as well. It's a beautiful area. It's nothing like the ancient areas, similar to like Plaka, of course, ancient Athens, even Monastiraki, and like the Seo have kind of more, you know, age to them. This is definitely much, much more modern, shall we say. But it's still a really, really nice area, and this is the area where we're going to the next spot to get a beer. here to central Athens in the central city district and come to a place called Tales of Ales. This was established in
Tales of
2010.
Ales. That's a catchy name.
It's fun, kind of like side street, back alley little beer bar that's got an amazing amount of beers. They even have some good whiskey selections, but their beer selection, a lot of it is Greek, but they have also international stuff. They've got some great taps on. Septa microbrewery, and it's a hella slog, so I'm going to give this a little try. That's a good light hell slogger. Ooh, really nice. Good beer after all this walking today, and of course all this great food. But yeah, I just love the vibe of this. It's kind of like it's not a dive bar. It's just a nice beer kind of pub to just enjoy yourself, enjoy some music, and just talk to people. Obviously, I'm the only one here right now because I'm here early. Most Greek people generally go out much later, but this place is really, really cool. Okay, so the sun has gone down, and now we're going to go through all the places that we went through outside of the Agora and show you the nightlife here in Athens.
Oh, so I guess he's going back.
Like a car, because we haven't really seen
I think he's walking. I think that's why I think he walked forward and now he's kind of going back home. So I think he's just walking because he's down in city center. You don't really need a car. So everything is walkable.
Oh, this I think it's the time when the holiday time he went, December.
Probably, I think this was before he went to Larissa. Yeah, because he said he's going from Athens.
Yeah.
So I think he was down in Athens. He went to Larissa and then Thessaloniki, I believe. That's what he said his route was.
District, and this is going to be our final stop. And this is a place called, I think, En Jordan, basically Jordan Tavern. And from the sign, it says it's the oldest tavern in the Psiri district, which is not really that old. I think as a tavern, this place has been around since 1983. The building's been around since 1950s. However, you have to remember, there's a lot of Athens was bombed during World War II, and a lot of those old places did not, survive it. There was also, of course, this whole area around Psiri, I think, for a long time used to be kind of like a seedy district. It has, since like the 80s, sort of kind of come on out. So, but we're here at the tavern, and we went ahead and got ourselves a starter of basically just basic feta cheese. And this feta cheese,
he ate the same thing last time.
He likes it.
Like it was identical. It honestly looked identical. Maybe a little more olive oil in it. I think it was a little more covered, but almost identical.
it's so good. Just baste it with a little bit of olive oil, and then put together with some oregano.
Interesting, olive oil. I think it would taste really good with honey instead of olive oil. Though.
Oh, I agree with honey.
I think they should do it with honey.
Some herbs on there.
Because in Lithuania we have the white cheese. It's like cottage cheese just squeezed into actual cheese. And we eat it with honey too.
So put that on a little bit of bread. Oh man. That is some good feta cheese. That's fantastic. Okay, so the main dish that I got here is called patizio, and I think I got that right. But again, kind of like muska, it looks very much like a lasagna. However, I think this is a little bit closer because this one actually does have pasta. So it has pasta as base.
No,
with
it's like a lasagna, but it has like different, like they put like a, what you call it? Belshame. Don't judge me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Belshame sauce.
Balsamic sauce?
No, Belshame.
Belshame.
Yes.
What is that?
It's like a sauce you make like with cheese. Like there's a recipe for that.
Oh, okay.
It's actually quite like very flavorful. It has potatoes, it has zucchini, meat. Belshame sauce. Belshame.
Okay.
Grated cheese that's kind of baked on top with like some herbs and stuff inside, a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. It just looks absolutely fantastic. So we're going to give this a try.
That's good.
Oh man. Like literally that just everything about the pasta part literally melted in the mouth. That is absolutely fantastic. That's got to be one of my favorite dishes I've had so far.
Oh, this one's in pasta.
I've never had that before.
Well, yeah, he said it's kind of like lasagna.
Oh.
That's something I need to try and learn how to make a recipe like that so I can make that at home. That is fantastic. All right, guys, so that is going to be the end of this particular tour around Athens. I hope you guys enjoyed our tour of City Center, Monastiraki, and, of course, Psiri. This is, of course, the...
Okay.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.